hockey fans, welcome to Hashmans Hockey Hat-trick. I'm Brian. Happy April Fool's Day to all you hockey fans. It's Monday, April 1st, 2024. And as always, in the words of the immortal hockey great Badger Bob Johnson, it's a great day for hockey. Well, kind of a busy Monday night here in the NHL. We have 8 games taking place. And for my first prediction, I'm looking at an Atlantic Division rivalry, and it features the second place in the Atlantic Division's Florida Panthers. They're traveling up to God's country to face off against the third place in the Atlantic Division's Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. This game is a 7 p.m. Eastern Time puck drop, and it takes place at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada this evening. This game is the third of 4 regular season meetings between these two teams, and the regular season series is currently tied up at a game apiece. The Florida Panthers won the first contest 3-1 in Sunrise, Florida back in October, and then the second contest, the Maple Leafs defeated the Panthers 2-1 in a shootout, and that took place in Toronto back in November. The Florida Panthers are here tonight on their first game of a 4-game road trip. They last played back at home Saturday versus Detroit Red Wings. They defeated the Red Wings 3-2 in a shootout. The Panthers are now 2-1 in their last 5 games played, and they're 4-5-1 in their last 10 games played. While the Toronto Maple Leafs here at home tonight are currently on a 2-game winning streak, and this game is their first game of a brief 2-game homestand. They last played the Buffalo Sabres in Buffalo on Saturday night. They shut out the Sabres 3-0. The Maple Leafs are now 3-2 in their last 5 games played, and they're 6-3-1 in their last 10 games played. I like the Florida Panthers here on the road tonight. The Toronto Maple Leafs this season are only winning 55% of their games played on home ice, while the Florida Panthers, they're 8-1-1 in their last 10 games played on the road. They're also 16-2-1 in their last 19 games played on the road, with 2 of those losses both to the Carolina Hurricanes, and the other loss was a shootout loss to the New York Rangers. So the Florida Panthers definitely have the advantage, in my opinion, today on the road at Toronto. So for my first pick, I like the Florida Panthers on the money line on the road at the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. For my second pick in tonight's NHL action, I'm looking at a Metropolitan Division rivalry, and it features the 7th place in the Metro Division's Pittsburgh Penguins traveling to the Big Apple to face off against the first place in the Metro Division's New York Rangers tonight. This game is a 7 p.m. Eastern Time puck drop, and it's taking place at Madison Square Garden in New York City, in New York. This game is the third and final regular season meeting between these two teams, and the New York Rangers currently lead the regular season series 2-0. They won both games that took place in Pittsburgh earlier this season. The Rangers won 1-0 in Pittsburgh back on November 22nd, and then the second game they won 7-4 in Pittsburgh on March 16th. For the Pittsburgh Penguins, this game is their second game of a 4-game road trip that began Saturday in Columbus, Ohio, where the Penguins lost to the Blue Jackets 4-3 in a shootout. The Penguins are now 2-1-2 in their last 5 games played, and they're 4-3-3 in their last 10 games played. The Pittsburgh Penguins are only winning 33% of their games played on the road this season, and the Penguins have lost their last 9 consecutive games taking place on the road. So they'll definitely have their hands full coming into New York tonight, because New York is not just a division rivalry, but New York Rangers are the division leaders. The New York Rangers here are currently on a 5-game winning streak, and this game is their first game of a brief 2-game homestand. The New York Rangers, playing at home, are winning 70% of their games played at Madison Square Garden this season. So I do like the New York Rangers here at home in this contest tonight. They're also 8-2-0 in their last 10 games played. So for my second pick, I like the New York Rangers to win at home in regulation versus the visiting Pittsburgh Penguins tonight. For my third prediction in tonight's NHL action, I'm looking at a game that features the second place in the Central Division's Colorado Avalanche. They're traveling to the Buckeye State of Ohio to face off against the eighth place in the Atlantic Division's Columbus Blue Jackets tonight. This game is a 7 p.m. Eastern Time puck drop, and it's taking place at Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio this evening. This game is the second and final regular season meeting between these two teams, and the Colorado Avalanche won the first game by a commanding 6-1 defeat over the Blue Jackets in Denver just recently back on March 22nd. The Avalanche are here tonight on their first leg of a 3-game road trip after wrapping up a 5-game homestand Saturday in Denver, where they defeated the Nashville Predators in a high-scoring contest 7-4. The Avalanche are now 3-1-1 in their last 5 games played, and they're 8-1-1 in their last 10 games played. While the Columbus Blue Jackets are here at home on their second game of a 4-game homestand, they last played at home Saturday. They defeated the Penguins 4-3 in a shootout, and they snapped the 6-game losing streak that they had been riding on. The Blue Jackets are just 2-6-2 in their last 10 games played, while the Avalanche 8-1-1 in their last 10 games played. I like the Avalanche here on the road tonight in Columbus, Ohio. The Avalanche are 5-1 in their last 6 games played on the road. So for my third pick, I like the Colorado Avalanche on the puck line on the road at the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight. So to recap my Hashmans Hockey Hat-trick of 3 picks in tonight's NHL action for today, Monday, April 1st, 2024. My first pick, I like the Florida Panthers on the money line on the road at the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. For my second pick, I like the New York Rangers to win in regulation at home versus the visiting Pittsburgh Penguins tonight. And for my third pick, I like the Colorado Avalanche on the puck line on the road at the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight. Thanks for watching my video, hockey fans. If you like my video and you like my picks, please give me a thumbs up by slashing that like button down below. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please put your comments in the comment section below, because I'd like to know what your picks are in tonight's NHL action. My entire Hashmans Hockey Hat-trick community would like to know what everyone's picks are in tonight's NHL action. And I'd like to know what you think of my predictions in tonight's NHL games. Thanks again for watching, hockey fans. As always, good luck with your bets. Let's all win.